Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boy, has he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Fields. He dumps it off for Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Yellow. Down like a lawnmower, baby.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Loose inside the 30. Nico Collins. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards.
Wow. I mean, we talk about flipping the field. Normally we're saying 40, 50 yards. But how about this play? This is as long a play as you'll see that does not result in a touchdown. From backed up near your own goal line to now 1st and goal.
Look, that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hands it off out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is gone. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The question, where's the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
Factors here. Remember, those are the key possession afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's Fields. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. The defense was swarming that time. Ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there? There's so much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around and find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing: take care of the football.
That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That is caught by Moss. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Mahomes will throw for it. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! Chicago. Hayden Hurst, 71 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Moody good with the extra point. And that trims the lead down to 9. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Fields here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. He's to the 15, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. His guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco catches 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Fields on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Trent McDuffie in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for two, but they do get it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Randy Moss. 51 yards. And the Chiefs are pouring it on. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And cocked it up. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Whenever we see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a...
And got his man complete. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Randy Moss, 32 yards. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game. About as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now it's Fields. Dancing to his left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fields throw here on target to Hurst. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. A first down carry for Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First down, a run with McFadden. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing.